Welcome back to another Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 video. In this video, we're going to play the electric field scenario. In this scenario, all we have to do is get 700 guests by the end of year 2 and have our park rating at least 600. So let's begin. First thing we're going to do is place down the Ferris wheel, entrance and exit, connect up the pads, and then we'll move on. Next, we place down the pirate ship ride. Same thing here. Quick and easy. We open it up, place down the paths, and then we move on. This scenario is pretty quick, so this video is going to be pretty short. Next, you'll see me place down the stalls, and then we move on. Here we got a merry-go-round. As usual, we place down the paths and move on. So here, tried placing down bumper cars, but that destroys the scenery. I wasn't expecting that, so I will just delete that for now and delete this scenery because I don't feel like fixing it. And then we'll move on to making a roller coaster. So I start off nice and simple with a junior coaster, as this is a nice small coaster, fits nice in this area, and it's not too big for the scenario that we're playing. This roller coaster has 2 lift hills because the junior coaster can't go that high, and so it runs out of speed pretty quick. So it has 2 lift hills, and the stats on it are pretty decent. So here I'm just finishing it up, and then you'll see me test it. I do change the color of this because I don't think the blue looks good in this scenario with the surrounding scenery and the colors of the other rides. So after we're done testing here, I'll connect up the paths and change the color. And there we go. So next thing we place down is the twist ride. This area here is a nice little area we could fit a few rides in. So as you'll see me connect the paths. Next, I make a hedge maze. I think a hedge maze fits well in this scenario. Electric Fields kind of gives off like a state fair kind of vibe, so this fits pretty well. There we go, and then we just change the look of it to be wooden fences. Then we connect up the paths, and that's finished. So now here I'm just going to connect this little loop so that the guests don't get lost. Just gotta finish that corner up there, and then we can move on. So now we just hire some staff. Forgot to hire them earlier. Place down a slide in this corner. Open that up. And that's good. Now I'm gonna try to squeeze in a car ride in this little space here. I think a nice small track ride like this fits pretty well. There we go, nice and quick, finished up. Place the paths, we're good. Now it's time for the second roller coaster, which is a wooden coaster. We put this in the back of the park because there's a lot more space back here. I still didn't want to go too big with the roller coaster, so it's kind of like a smaller wooden coaster, but the stats are still pretty decent on it. We run into some money issues building it, but in these early scenarios, money's not really much of an issue. We just take out more loans. So here you just see me finishing up the track real quick, and that's done. So we just test it, make sure everything works fine, and the stats are good, and then we move on. So there you go, you see the results come in, connect up the paths, and now here's just a quick overview of the park, where it is right now. It's starting to fill out pretty well, but as you can see we have some big patches that need to get filled in, which we will be filling in soon. So next we finally add the bumper cars back in. Fits pretty well right in that corner. Connect up the path, which is a little annoying because of the scenery that's right on the edge there. But all we have to do is just delete it and replace it. Next, we add this swinging ride. It fits pretty well in this area. A nice small ride for this spot. Again, this one's another quick one. Just throw in the paths and we're done. So here we place our third roller coaster of the park. This one's just a simple pre-built coaster. I didn't feel like building a third one. But this one fits nice with the scale of the park. And the last ride we will add is the circus. So this fits pretty well here. It should be the last thing that we need just to get enough people into the park. And pretty much at this point, it's just a waiting game. We do some more ad campaigns, speed up time, just to get people in here as quick as possible. And pretty soon here, you will see we achieve it. There it is. So that's the end of this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.